Greetings everyone, my name is Joshua Hong and I'm a kinesiology student at Cal Baptist. So for today I'm going to be discussing the concepts of movement in regards to the themes for elementary school children, so let's get to it. I'm also going to be discussing 3 locomotor skills and 3 non-locomotor skills. So you might be thinking, what are movement concepts? It's a good question, right? And to break it down in simplest words I can think of right now possible is to teach classification and vocabulary of movement. So when we say classification, it's like a specific type, category, and then vocabulary, it's both like the definition or the meaning kind of the movement. And then with movement themes, those are designed to integrate, to bring together the concepts into actual activities that are on the ground or on the floor. In other words, they bring concepts to life. So the 4 movement concepts: body awareness, spatial awareness, qualities of movement, and then lastly, relationships. So body awareness, the best way I can describe it is what the body can perform. And then spatial awareness is where the body can move. And then qualities of movement, how the avenue or how the body moves. So relationships, with whom or what the body relates to. So for body awareness, shapes can be made, like C, or it can make the body wider or narrower, etc. You could also do balance or weight bearing. So balance can be, backing up, lean on one leg. See? And then supporting yourself on one leg. And then spatial awareness is the general space or the personal space. So general space is like, how far am I from the window on my left side? Personal space is like your personal bubble. Like, I can't get up in someone's face because they're going to say, hey, you're in my personal space. Distance you keep between people. And oftentimes that's why when they have PE class, they do this. Everyone line up. Make sure your arms length apart from your partner. So there are qualities of movement: time, speed, force, something also with flow. So the timing of it and how quick you do it, and then force, right? How forceful, and then the flow. Like, does it flow? Does the movement not flow? Like, does it smooth? Is a better way to put it. Position of performers to another performer would have to do more with the relationship. So, like, am I near to her, or am I farther from her? Am I above that person because I'm on the 2nd floor? Am I below them because they're on the 3rd? Like positional phrases. And then, so 2 fundamental movements. This might trip you up a little bit. So there are fundamental motor skills, and there are 2 of them. And the first one is locomotor, and the second is non-locomotor. And locomotor has to do with the skill in which the body moves from one place to another. And the non-locomotor is skills performed in place. The best way I can describe locomotor skills are, or the best, my recommendations for locomotor skills, I should say, are things like skipping, hopping, and then leaping. And I'll show you a demonstration of it. Okay. So for skipping, it's kind of, think of it like you just got asked to hang out with some friends, or you got a bag of Skittles for Valentine's Day, or something happy, like I think you're skipping in the forest, or through the meadow, right? So it's from one foot, or one leg goes up, and one leg goes down. So skipping would be like that. And then hopping is more 2 feet, kind of like what boxers do, right? But this type of hopping is like moving forward. It's not so much jump rope hopping. It's more like hopscotch hopping. So hopping is like this. Going forward, I'm hopping forward. I'm hopping backwards. And you can do side to side. Right, that's hopping. And then there's something called leaping. So a good way to think of this is like there's running water, right? There's a creek, and I need to get across. But if I jump, I won't get across. I'll splash into the water. So what you want to do is something called leaping. You push off from one leg, and then you land on your opposite leg. So I pretend like there's a creek of water here, and I don't want to get my feet wet in the water. So I do this. Go here. That's a leap. And then so non-locomotor skills. It's things like bending, twisting, and then pushing. And I'll demonstrate them right now. So a bending motion would be like me doing this. And I touch my toes. Another bending motion could be like I dropped my pen in class and I need to pick it up. Bending at the hips, the knees, and even at the ankle. And then there's something called twisting. You might think of like someone twisting noodles or taffy, right? Things like that. But it's a human movement also. So it's like there's a line through your head that's going through your ground, through the feet. And your feet are planted. And then you slowly move to the left. Twist, right, twist. And then you'll slowly move to the right. Twist. That's how you perform a twist. And then there's pushing. So pushing, kind of like if you pushed me. But you can also push a door or something else. So pushing consists of just extending, using force to move something. So pushing can be here, and I'm gonna move the chair forward. Those are my 3 non-locomotor movements, my 3 locomotor movements. Thank you very much, class. Have a great day.